Pandora Falcon at the home of Dr. Rachel Dutchmore with an exclusive look into the case of Araya Obsidian. I'm sure we've all heard her disturbing story since it recently burst into the media. Needless to say, it still has many loose ends. Here to tie up those ends once and for all, Galactic Media is proud to present the very first interview with a government official discussing the young girl's case. So, Doctor, I understand you've recently met with Mrs. Obsidian. Can you give us any idea who this young girl really is?
There really are no other words I can use to describe her other than inhuman.
Inhuman? So you believe she is soulless?
Well, I've dealt with criminals like this before, but in this particular case, Araya seemed to lose every bit of who she once was as a human being. So in a sense, yes.
We've never seen a crime of this magnitude before, and especially with someone who has no background that could lead us to something like this. I can't think of anyone who hasn't been affected.
Yes, and I completely understand people's anger towards the government. That's why I'm here to assure you, there will be a punishment befitting such a heinous crime.
Can you tell us what we've been working on, Doctor?
I've been working with the federal government recently to update research done on punishments involving the death penalty.
Right. Many people have been debating on what has been described as inhumane punishments that you've been working on. Some say you're not right for the job.
Actually, the punishment I've been working on doesn't have anything to do with death. In fact, it's just the opposite.
The opposite of death?
Yes, the Looking Glass Project, as it is called, actually involves immortality, where you will no longer have to eat or sleep or do anything required of a normal human being. The prisoner will be injected and then kept in a containment facility where she will be monitored at all times.
So will this involve torture?
No, she will receive no human contact. No pain will be involved. This is like nothing ever thought of before.
So what does this punishment mean for Araya?
It will be as if the prisoner is frozen in time.
So this is like an experiment for you?
Well, we have to gain intel, so we'll be prepared if anything this terrible should ever happen again.
Do you think something like this could ever happen again?
Well, we have no idea how many others like Araya there are in the universe.
So there are others?
Chances of there being someone else of this kind are very small, but there is always a possibility.
So is this girl just being used as a guinea pig?
No, I assure you this monster will be treated as a very high-level criminal.
Well, she certainly is. It seems as if an entire movement has been formed in reaction to the case.
Yes, and I consider myself to be the leader of this movement, protecting the public against this sort of futuristic crime. This case is a perfect example of the ignorance the federal government has shown for this kind of danger.
Do you believe the government is losing sight of public safety?
I certainly don't think it's as tight as it should be.
Cameras off. We're going to take a short break.
What? What? Breathe. Just breathe. We don't need things like you in this world. You have to go back on.
Then why don't you just kill me?
Welcome back. I'm here with Dr. Rachel Dutchmore as we were discussing the government's reactions involving security in the case of Araya Obsidian. So, Doctor, we'll probably talk about the punishment. How do you consider this a suitable consequence?
Then why don't you just kill me?
This will be...
Then why don't you just kill me?
Well, instead of ending her life, this will...
Then why don't you just kill me?
This will give her an eternity to think about what she's done.
Wait, let me get this straight. You're saying this girl will be locked away for an eternity?
Will
there be no way for her to leave?
You can't abort the project once it's started.
Are you saying this girl's already been condemned to this punishment?
We're not allowed to release information about the trial.
The public was not even informed that there was a trial.
With a case as fragile as this, we felt it would be safer to just,
To hide it from the public? What about our constitutional rights?
Look, the public wanted revenge, and that's what I've given them. Araya has abandoned her loyalties to the human race. It no longer has rights.
Are you saying Araya Obsidian is no longer being treated like a human?
How can you act like she's just a normal criminal? She didn't rob a gas station, for God's sake. She destroyed lives.
That makes it okay to give her life without a chance of redemption?
Why?
Turn the cameras off. Turn everything off.
I didn't do it. No. You did.